welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time if you're new. My name is Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Me and my husband have 3 kids, ages 6, 4, and 2, so they keep me very busy. And today I'm going to be talking about your budget, keeping your family on a budget as a stay-at-home mom and how to do it. This was a video request that I got from one of my subscribers, but I've also gotten some questions online about, like, how do you do it being a stay-at-home mom? How can you make that work financially? And so I figured that I would talk about that for a little bit, because I am sure that some of my subscribers are stay-at-home moms and they are also living off of just their husband's income. But even if you're not, even if you work, it's always a great idea to budget and to create a plan for you, your family, just to help you know where your money's going. Also, I think it's important to save money because you never know what could happen in the future. So just those type of things, this video could be helpful to anyone, even if you're not a stay-at-home mom, living off of one income. So the first thing that I want to start with is talking about something that me and my husband have always done. We have been married for almost 9 years, and we are firm believers in living within your means, which basically means don't spend more than you make. And you have to take account into that, like your bills, because your bills have to be paid. That is priority. So when you're going to do your budget, you're going to take the total amount that you bring in, that is your income. Then you need to take out the necessities, the bills, mortgage or rent, all your utilities, if you have car payment, if you have student loans, anything that comes out monthly. Okay, you need to subtract those from your total income. What you have left, that is what you have for the month. If you get paid monthly, bi-weekly or whatever. You can't spend over that amount because you don't have over that amount. So we're big believers on living within our means. And that means that we don't have a big mansion that we live in, okay? We live in a house that we can afford, and it's on the smaller side. Would I like something bigger with more room? Sure, but that wouldn't be a good option for us financially. So we make do, and we love our little house. We don't buy new cars because we don't really love to have a car payment. And so at this point in our lives as a married couple, we have never had a brand new car. We always buy older cars that are still really good, but we don't have car payments. We pay cash for them. And I know that that's not for everybody. Some people want to have a brand new car, then they don't have to worry about, all the mechanical stuff, because that can definitely be a pain. But we like not having a car payment and knowing that we own the car, and, all we have to put into it is anything that needs to be fixed, which ultimately for us comes out to be cheaper than buying a brand new car. But that might be something that we do in the future. But for now, not having a car payment is really helpful for living on one income. So with living within our means, we pretty much, we try to pay cash for everything pretty much. We really don't like to have any type of payments. So even with credit cards, we do use our credit card to build up our credit, and because we get cashback rewards for using our credit card, but we always pay it off right away. We don't let it lapse. So if you can avoid doing that, that is really going to help you down the line, because you just can't spend more than you make. That's going to get you in a lot of trouble, down the road. It might be okay right now, but when you have to pay for it later, it's going to hurt you a little bit. So try your best to live within your means. I know it can be hard, and there might be some things that you don't want to compromise on, and that's okay. This is a very personal decision, but I definitely would recommend really laying out your income in front of you. Put it on paper, print everything out. Print out all your bills, everything, and really look at the numbers and crunch the numbers, because I know people that have never done that, and so they don't even really think about what they're spending money on because they've never actually looked at it. So I feel like that is a very good place to start when it comes to money and your budget is you actually need to go through, look at it. I'm a visual person, so looking at things really helps me. And make sure that you know where your money's going, because there might be some things that can be cut out that you just, don't even know about because you don't think about it, you don't look about it, they're automatic, whatever. So that's my first point, is living within your means. Okay, my next point that I want to talk about is ways to save money as a stay-at-home mom. I have always been like a very frugal person. I love to find a bargain. I love to get a good deal. And my grandma, we call her Nanny, she is that way too. She always has been. And she finds the best stuff. Like, it was so much fun as a kid whenever we would go visit her, because she would start pulling stuff out of closets and be like, oh, here, I got this for you. She would just have all this stuff that she would find at really good deals. And that was just like her thing. It still is. She still loves going out and finding deals. And I think that I inherited that from her, because I am the same way. Like, I get almost like a high from finding a good deal. Like, I just love it. It's so much fun. It's like the hunt for me, the treasure hunt. You don't know what you're going to find. And that's the fun part. And then seeing like how cheap you can get it for. I love that. So some ways that I save money as a stay-at-home mom, and let's talk about like grocery shopping. I like to buy things generic when I can. Now, there are certain things that I like my name brand, and I don't want to buy the generic brand. Like, I like the name brand, I want to use it, and those certain things, I'm not going to buy generic on, and that's fine. Everybody has their own things that they like. But then there's other things that I don't care. And if I don't care, then I will buy whatever the store brand is. So those little things add up over time. So that is always a great place to start. Like I said, if you're loyal to any brands, go ahead, stay with those brands. If you do have certain brands that you like for things, make sure to look and see if there's a coupon for that brand that you like. And that way, you can get it for a little bit cheaper. And by using coupons, I have even found stuff like the name brand, and using a coupon is cheaper than the generic store brand. And that is awesome when I can make that happen. So you can go onto coupons.com, and that is a website that you can print off printable coupons. And they have tons of stuff on there. You can look on there. Also, certain stores have their own coupons, like certain grocery stores will have, like in their weekly ad or whatever, they will have coupons in the ad. Usually they place those near the front door, so keep an eye out for those. Also, if you love Target like me, because I love Target. If you guys have been with me long enough, you've heard me talk about how every Wednesday is my Target day. I go to Target every Wednesday. That's part of my me time that my husband does for me, because he knows that I'm a stay-at-home mom that is home like 95% of the time during the week. And so he helps me out on Wednesdays and lets me go have my little me time at Target. So I love Target. If you like Target, you need to download the Target app. And on the Target app, they have a tab called Target Circle. This is where Target has all of their own coupons, and it is amazing. So they have coupons for like name brand stuff, and everything is digital. So it'll have a little plus sign beside it. You click it and it adds it to your account. They also have certain brands, they will do like percentage sales. So it'll be like 20% off, whatever brand, 30% off, 10% off, whatever. And sometimes they will have a coupon and a percentage sale at the same time. And on top of that, sometimes they also will do sales. Like if you buy 2 of something, you get a $5 gift card or a $10 gift card. And sometimes you can stack all 3 of those things together and it comes out really good deals. So I always, every time before I go to Target, will get on the Target app and just see what they have on there, because it's always changing, and see if there are any deals that I like. And I have found some awesome deals at Target doing that, that really adds up. And once you add them to your account on the Target app, then all you do is when you go to checkout, you scan the barcode on the app. And it's really easy, and it will just come off on your receipt. And it's a really great way to save some money. And so with that being said, I want to talk about a couple other apps. And I love couponing. Like I have been doing couponing since I was probably in college. Like when I first like got out on my own and I had to start paying for things on my own and realized like, oh, this stuff is kind of expensive. Like even just the basic necessities, buying toothpaste and deodorant and body wash and shampoo, like that all adds up if you have to buy all that. So I first got into couponing when I went to college and had to buy all that out of my own pocket, and I loved it. And it used to be where you would get coupons in the newspaper and stuff like that, but that's kind of going away. And now pretty much everything is digital, and I love that. You can do it all from your phone. It's so easy to do. So, two apps that I want to tell you guys about that are also really good apps to have on your phone. The first one is Ibotta. And when you go download the Ibotta app, please use my referral code, which I will put right here. That helps me out. And I think it helps. I think it like will give you a certain amount too, but I'm not sure how much. So Ibotta has tons of stores, Target, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, tons of stores. And each store has their individual rebates. So it's kind of a rebate thing. So it'll tell you the item to buy. And if you buy it, after you buy it, you will scan your receipt, take a picture of it, scan it into there, and then you'll get like $1 back, $2 back, however much back per item. And that adds up. And a lot of times, I hope this doesn't sound like a different language to you guys because I get like so excited about couponing. I'm like, I hope they understand what I'm trying to say. But a lot of times when I go to Target and I do those deals where it's like $1 off digital coupon and a percentage, then I can also upload it to Ibotta and get like $1 back there too. And so I get like pretty much every time I go to Target, I get toothpaste, like my brand name. I only like Crest. A certain kind of Crest for like 99 cents. That's what I end up getting it because like, there's always a coupon. Diapers, I always get those for super cheap. So that really helps. The other app that I want you guys to check out is called Fetch Rewards. And when you download that, also please use this referral code. And that one, I think if you use my code, it will automatically put $2 into your account just to start with for free for downloading the app. So on Fetch, it's super easy. Like this is the easiest couponing cashback app that there is, I think, because literally all you have to do is take a picture of your receipt and it does everything for you. Like you don't have to go on there and check them off like you do on the Ibotta app. Fetch, you just take a picture of it and it will automatically, if you have certain things in your cart, like certain brands, they give you points back on, but no matter what, you always get points. Like I think you always get 25 points no matter what. And so they call them points on the Fetch app. And once they get up to a certain amount, you can like get a gift card to, they have tons of different places. Target, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Amazon, a bunch of different restaurants. You can trade in your points for gift cards. And that is a really fun app because you can also, like if you go get gas, you can take a picture of your gas receipt and get points back for that. Also, if you go through Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or like a fast food restaurant, you can upload that receipt and you'll get points back for that. So that one is really cool also because the points add up really fast and it's literally so easy to do. Like you don't have to do anything except for take a picture of your receipt. So that is a really awesome one to check out. And every little bit helps. Like I like to add my points up on both of those apps and then trade them in for gift cards. I don't know if I mentioned that on the Ibotta app, you also like trade your points in for gift cards they have tons of different places. And so I like to like save those up until Christmas time and then like get Amazon gift cards and Target gift cards and buy like presents for the kids or for family or whatever. And then it's nothing out of my pocket. So that really helps to do around like the holidays and times when you know you're going to need some extra cash. My next tip would be checking out Facebook Marketplace. If you have a Facebook account, you can go to Facebook Marketplace and you can buy stuff from people like in your town or neighboring towns. And I have done that lots of times, like people, especially like kids' clothes or kids' stuff. Such good deals on there. Like people will sell stuff super cheap if their kids just didn't like it or grew out of it before they can wear it, or you can even find brand new stuff people will sell for super cheap. So I've done that tons of times. And I've always had really good luck with Facebook Marketplace. I've never had any issues, but I know that certain people have. Check out your police station in your town, because a lot of times your police station will set up like a certain spot in their parking lot as like a internet exchange area. And so you can tell the person, like, I'll meet you at the police station to exchange the items or whatever. On there. Also, I sell a lot of things on Facebook Marketplace. Pretty much all of my kids' clothes I sell, and their shoes, and even some toys and stuff like that. I have sold, I mean, probably I've done this like 100 times probably on Facebook Marketplace. Like I said earlier, we live in a small house and we don't have great storage. So I just don't keep stuff, and I find stuff so cheap that it's not like I've been spending bukus of money and I want to save it. Like, I get clothes really cheap for my kids, and so I sell it when they're done using it, because my oldest and my youngest are both girls, but they're 4 years apart, and I just don't have the storage room to be saving things and waiting for my youngest to get to the point, that she can wear what the oldest wore. I just don't have the room to do that, and I don't really want to do that, honestly. So it's just easier for me to sell it when they're done using it, and then I usually make the same amount of money that I pretty much spent, and they wore it, and then I use that money and I go buy, new stuff in the next size or whatever. So talking about selling my kids' clothes just made me think about this, that I forgot to mention. I buy pretty much all of my kids' clothes and their shoes, and, all that kind of stuff, pretty much always on sale or on clearance. I love the clearance rack. Every time I go to Target, every Wednesday, that is one of my first stops, is to look at the kids' clearance racks. And this is a tip that I have for saving money. I don't want to wait until my kid is in, so say my daughter right now is in 3T. I know that by the summer, she's probably going to be in 4T. I don't want to wait until summer when she's in 4T and then have to spend, $250 or however much to buy her a whole summer wardrobe. So especially that I've been a parent for 6 years now, I kind of know, like, in my head what size my kids are going to be at the next season. And so I buy ahead. I will buy stuff on clearance. If I see something on clearance really cheap at the end of winter, I will buy it and save it for next winter. And that has helped me a lot, save a lot of money, because, I find stuff really cheap. Like, I found a winter jacket for my son last year on clearance for $5. That was an awesome deal. So definitely recommend checking the clearance racks every time you go, and then also buying ahead in the next size is really helpful for our family budget. And that has been one of the best tips that I do for our family. In the summer, I love to go to yard sales. People at yard sales are so motivated to get rid of stuff because they spent, however long setting up and preparing and pulling all this stuff out into their driveway, and they don't want to have to drag it back in. That's been my experience anyways. They want to get rid of it because they don't want to have to clean it all up and drag it back inside and deal with it a second time. So they're really motivated to sell stuff. And I have found some really good deals at yard sales. Even for myself, one time I found a North Face jacket, $1. I couldn't believe that the lady really gave it to me for $1. It was on a rack and she had a sign that said all clothes $1. So I was like, okay, gave her my dollar and ran, because North Face is super expensive, and it was a nice jacket, like brand new. I don't even think she ever wore it. It didn't look worn at all. So that's just fun to do in the summer. Here where I live, we got a foot of snow outside right now. There's no yard sales going on. Maybe where you live, there's yard sales all year. I don't know. But those are really fun for me to go to. I love that. So I think that is about it. Those are just some of the basic things that I do to help our family try to save money and use our money wisely, and kind of work with our budget as a one-income family. Hopefully this was helpful to you, and maybe I gave you some new ideas of things to try. I know that 2020 was a hard year financially for a lot of people. So I think that everybody is just trying to, get by and cut corners where they can. So hopefully this helped you out. Make sure you go check out the Ibotta app and the Fetch app. And if you do download those, please use my referral code. That would really help me out. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, especially on the Fetch app, it gives you a $2 reward just for using my code. So that's pretty cool. So thank you guys so much for being here today, and I really appreciate your support. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. If you're new, I would love to have you subscribe. Hit the red subscribe button, become a part of my YouTube family. I do lots of videos on everything related to like motherhood on my channel. So I hope that you will stick around, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy.